You see that? The only way we're going to be able to change our conditions is when we come back to the commandments. This is a commandment of God. That's why he said, remember. He didn't suggest that. He said, remember the Sabbath day. He said, in it, you ain't supposed to do no work. And if people bring stuff to sell to you, you shall not buy it. Don't buy nothing from nobody on the Sabbath day. You see, that's the law of God. Yeah, bro, look, listen, we all had to learn that, man. When I read them, like, hold on. Why the pastor ain't told us this? Why? Because they celebrate, they breaking the Sabbath day themselves. If they working it, they buying and selling on the Sabbath day themselves. How they gonna teach us to keep God's commandments when they break it? The Bible said on the Sabbath day, we ain't supposed to be working. And then it also said if other nations come and try to sell stuff to us, we ain't supposed to buy it from them. You see that? Now, what would happen? Like, watch this. On the seventh day, if all black people didn't buy nothing in the whole country, what would happen to the economy?
That's the only way it's going to work, man.
You see that? The only way we're going to be able to change our conditions is when we come back to the commandments. This is a commandment of God. That's why he said, remember. He didn't suggest that. He said, remember the Sabbath day. He said, in it, you ain't supposed to do no work. And if people bring stuff to sell to you, you shall not buy it. Don't buy nothing from nobody on the Sabbath day. You see, that's the law of God. Yeah, bro, look, listen, we all had to learn that, man. When I read them, like, hold on. Why the pastor ain't told us this? Why? Because they celebrate, they breaking the Sabbath day themselves. If they working it, they buying and selling on the Sabbath day themselves. How they gonna teach us to keep God's commandments when they breaking it? You see that? Give me Leviticus 19. Actually, give me 21. Yep. Watch this. Now, there are specific laws that he gave to his people, right? The Sabbath day was one of them. Now, what you do, this is how you change things. When God say thou shalt do, then do that. When God say thou shalt not do it, then don't do it. Stop it. You see what I'm saying? And it's hard to do when there's nobody else around us that's keeping the commandments.
I mean, that's how we are just born into this. That's all we know.
Period. We only doing what we was taught. That's why we out here to wake our people up, and we're giving y'all the information for y'all to reach out. Because guess what? All these brothers, we got wives and we got children that's keeping the Sabbath day right now. Period. Now, when it said we ain't supposed to buy or sell, we ain't supposed to cook, we ain't supposed to work, that means that what? We can't do nothing? No, we still food. There's salads, there's sandwiches, there's cereal, you know what I mean? We pasta, salad, you know. You can still eat. That don't mean we just sitting there, don't do nothing on this. No, we live life and we celebrate the Lord together. You see what I'm saying? Now watch this. Here's another law, my brother.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 21 and verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
That's a law that was given to the men. The Lord said, thou shalt read it from top.
They shall not.
They shall not. That's not a suggestion. You shall not do what?
Make baldness upon their head.
No Steve Harvey bald heads, no Michael Jordan bald heads, no Tyrese Gibson bald heads. We're not supposed to do that. That was an ancient Egyptian custom. You see them old pharaohs, they would have a bald head, they had that one. You see what I'm saying? The one long beard piece. That we got that from Egypt. That's not our custom. That's what God said. The men should what?
They shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
Neither shall you shave off the corners of your beard. So the way your beard grows is natural line, grow it that way. But you can clean it up, make it look nice and neat. You can groom it.
I had a full beard
before.
Yeah,
grow what you can grow. Look at each one of these brothers out here. Each one of these brothers out here. Look, the brother, his beard ain't fully all, but look, the law said we ain't supposed to shave off the corner of our beard. Some brothers' beards are a little shorter, some brothers' beards are a little longer, but that's a law. You see that? Now think about us as black men. When we shave our beards, we start getting the razor bumps. You see what I'm saying? The irritation of the skin. That's a judgment from God. Why? Because he said we ain't supposed to shave off the corners of our beard. The beard is a badge of manly dignity. Who got that in the Southern Bible Dictionary? Who got that? Who got that? I want you to hear this real quick. Who got that?
One more, bro.
Yep, I got you. No problem. Yeah, you got it? Let officer find it real quick. So, that's the law of the beard. Now, we have to teach that to our young men. And guess what? We lead by what? Example. I can tell a brother that you ain't supposed to shave your beard off, bro. But if I got a chin strap or a goatee, is he going to really believe me? No. I got to lead by example. And that's what our older men were supposed to teach us. You see what I'm saying? That's why we've been so disconnected. Again, going back, that's why the young men don't have much respect for the older men. The older men are too busy trying to be young men. The older women are too busy trying to be young women still. You see what I'm saying? Hot girl summers.
Ain't no more grandmamas.
You know what I'm saying? For real. Straight up and straight, y'all know it's true. How you go to Juneteenth festival seeing women in their mid-50s cleaving titties all out? Be real, right? Titties all out, ass all out, and there's kids walking around. What? You see what I'm saying? The older men sagging, showing their boxers. You see what I'm saying? Watch this.
This is the Donovan Compact Bible Dictionary. Page 72. Beard.
What?
Beard.
What?
Beard.
So it's a definition for beard and the purpose of the beard. Read.
A badge of manly dignity.
It's dignified to have a beard. These people know that. That's why in slavery, one of the first things they did was what? Cut off our beard. They called us boy. Go over there, boy. Go get them cattle, boy. That's what we call cowboys. That's where that came from. Because they called us men slave boys because they shaved off our beards and shaved our heads off. So then we wouldn't have no dignity for one another, dignity for ourselves no more. That's called slavery, bruh. And we still have that slave mentality. It's a beard, what?
A badge? A badge of manly dignity. As a sign of mourning.
As a sign of mourning, sadness.
It was the custom to pluck it out or cut it off. The Israelites were forbidden.
Wait, who?
The Israelites were forbidden to shave off the corners of their beards.
We just read that out the Bible. You see that? It was forbidden for us to shave off our beards. But they did that to us in slavery. We kept that tradition and custom going. You see what? Yeah, exactly. You see it, right? You see that? For them to feel dignified and make us the sons of God look like boys. Like we ain't nobody, we ain't nothing. And then guess what? I know you remember the commercial. Gillette, the best a man can get. Remember that? Y'all remember that? That's why. To show you that it's more manly to be clean cut. My grandfather, he told me, boy, why you got all that hair on your face? Clean up. This is clean according to God. Right. You see what I'm saying? Now watch this. Now give me Matthew chapter 11 and verse 6. You said one more. I'm gonna give another law. Because remember, we have to come back to God's laws and commandments. That's the way we're gonna change our conditions. You see what I'm saying? Now with the beard, think about a lion. How do you tell the difference between a male lion and a female lion? Which one? The mane. The mane. The only people that ain't supposed to have beards is women and children. Period. That's why us men, we're a little bit more docile. We ain't got no beard. When you grow your beard out, now you feel more like a lion. Now you can command your house. You can command your children. They're going to respect you. You see that? That's what we need to change in our communities. That's what we need to change in our households. You see that? Read this.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 11 and verse 6. And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me.
So Christ said you are blessed if you're not offended by his words. If you're not offended by the laws and commandments that he gave us to keep. So that means what? We're supposed to be able to hear the commandments of God and say, you know what? I want the Lord to bless me, so I'm going to do exactly what he said to do. I'm not going to try to figure up in my mind and make an excuse or justification and not do it. It's right there. It's the blueprint is there. You see what I'm saying? Think about this. If you have a car, right, and your car says unleaded fuel only, you're not going to put no diesel in it. It said put unleaded in that thing. Otherwise, you're going to start riding the thing, it's going to start breaking down, putter, stuff, you know what I'm saying? And now you're stranded. You see? Don't go off your own thoughts, go off the manual. The manual will say, go on here. What you going to do, big bro? I said, what you going to do, big bro?
I'm going by the law.
You going to know that beard. All praise to the Lord. That's called repentance. dignity, big brother. You see what I'm saying? Look at my brother right here. Look how white his beard is right here. That's what I'm talking about, bro. A badge of manly dignity. You see that? Now, the Lord say, blessed is he or she that's not offended in me. Why? We're talking about Christ. These are red letters. That's what Jesus is saying. Blessed is you who is not offended in me. You see that? Because what? We just read that the beard is a badge of manly dignity. We're not supposed to be offended in that law. Now watch this. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. Because now, we had the law of the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days do your labor and work. The 7th day, no working, no buying or selling. Y'all clear with that? Now, moving forward, are we going to keep that Sabbath day? The best way we can. The best way we can. That's according to what he said. The instructions are there. You see what I'm saying? We don't have no guesswork. You see, but we need instructors to instruct God's people, and that's why we're out here. We're out here to instruct God's people according to the manual that he made for us. Because he said we're above all people on the face of the earth. You see that? You've never heard that before in your life, that we as so-called black people are above everybody because God said we are. We just read the law of a beard, bro. That a beard is a badge of manly dignity. God said we're not supposed to shave off our beard at all. That's why when they crucified Christ, what did they do? They plucked out his beard. Remember we read that a sign of mourning was them to pluck it out or shave it off. But it wasn't customary for the sons of God to do that. You see that? So grow your beard out, man, according to God. You see that now? Deuteronomy 22 and verse 5. So again, God deals with us collectively as a nation, and he deals with us individually as well. So watch this.
That's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So, we just read a lot, right? So let's break that down real quick. Read it again from the top.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
The law is men ain't supposed to wear what belongs to women. Ain't we seeing that today? Ain't South Rocky in there? Young Thug, all them niggas wearing dresses and skirts, high heels, carrying purses. The Lord say, a man should not be putting on a woman's garment. America has made it okay for cross-dressing. So now it's normal here in this land to see men dressed like women. And then guess what? When men are dressed like women, what type of spirit does it put on that man? A feminine spirit. I can't be up here talking boldly about the word of God with a dress on. What the hell I look like? You see what I'm saying? Reading the Bible with a dress on. You see what I'm saying? That it puts on a feminine spirit when you have on the dress as a man. But now read that from the top.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So what is it that men wear that women are wearing today that they ain't supposed to be wearing?
You said dresses. So that you said what men wearing, they ain't supposed to.
So what is women supposed to wear that men aren't supposed to be wearing?
Like dresses.
Dresses and skirts, right? Because that belongs to
Women.
to women, right? Now, read it from the top.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So now, the women ain't supposed to be wearing what belongs to men either. So the Lord is dealing with us. He said, you men don't wear what women are supposed to be wearing. How do you know the difference between a men's bathroom and a woman's bathroom? The woman's bathroom has a what? A dress. It's simple, it's right there in our face. The men's bathroom don't got no dress, do it? So what do men wear that women are not supposed to wear? Pants, 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 period. It was always dresses and skirts for the women. Think about this. Your great-grandma, your granny them ain't never wore no pants. To this day, my granny back home in Texas, she'll never wear no pants. To this day. And the men ain't back then never wore dresses.
I mean, like in Africa, they wear them long things.
That's a robe. But guess what? They have pants on under the robes.
They got them under there.
They have pants on under the robes. So we can't, you see what I'm saying? They have pants on under the robes. But the women, they wore, look at the Native Americans. The women knew to wear what? And the men knew to wear what?
They got them long, yeah, okay, I see.
You see what I'm saying? That's common. Even in slavery, when our women was picking cotton, they knew. Did the women have on pants picking cotton? No. And they was in the heat and cotton fields with dresses on.
Thorns and everything.
All that. So there's no excuses. You see what I'm saying? And when women are trying to say, well, you know, I don't want men touching me or looking at me, or it's too cold, or it's too hot. Excuses. You see what I'm saying? Women are supposed to always wear dresses, adorn themselves in modest apparel. So guess what? Pants. There's no such thing as women pants. I'm gonna tell y'all straight. They lie. They lie. There's no such thing as women pants, because God said so. Exactly. Now, here's my question. What are shorts?
What is short? Is it like, but for women? Is those for women?
Watch this. See, that's a good question.
But I got on
Great
the dress
question.
now.
Great
Like.
question. Great question. Great question. Now watch this. So, your daughter, right?
Yeah.
She got on shorts, right?
Uh-huh.
Look at the bottom of the shorts. That means they used to be what?
What, shorts?
They used to be pants. So what they've done is they've cut the pants into shorts, so now they're short pants. It's clear as day. You see what I'm saying? They're still pants.
Yeah.
Anything that you can put on one leg at a time is pants. Skirts and dresses, you don't put them on one leg at a time. You just slide that thing right on up. You see what I'm saying? Now, in the shorts, in the front of the shorts, there's what? A zipper. For what? When you got to use the bathroom as a man.
Male anatomy, yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So now, give me that Titus chapter 2. Watch this. No, 1 Timothy 2 and 9. Excuse me. So, now we're going to what? The dress code. So now, I want y'all to understand something. I'm talking as family, right? Like, these my nieces. You know what I'm saying? Our job is to reawaken our people to the glory that who we are, right? Now, the reason why the Lord say the woman ain't supposed to wear what belongs to men, she's supposed to have them dresses and skirts, because that's a sign of what? Royalty. What princesses do y'all ever know that wore pants? None. They always had on a dress and a tiara, some jewelry. They look glorious. You see what I'm saying? And they stripped us from all that glory, so now we are feeling less than. You see what I'm saying? Watch this. Read that.
It's the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9.
Watch this.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So the women are supposed to adorn or carry themselves or dress themselves in modest clothes. That's what that just said, right? So now, young lady, what's your name? Savannah. Great name. Beautiful name. Savannah. Do you know what the word modesty is? That's okay. That's why we're here. You see that, Pop? You see what I'm saying? As men, as fathers, our daughters are supposed to know what modesty means. You see what I'm saying? How about you, young sister? What's modesty? Try to guess. To be covered. It's just that easy, just that clear. It said the women do what?
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
Cover yourself up in modest apparel, meaning what? You're not showing your body. You're covered up. You don't have to look like Harriet Tubman with a potato sack on. You see what I'm saying? Think about it. Y'all know, if y'all have ever seen any movies or any images of our people that's in Africa, y'all see them in the bright colors, a nice head wrap, covered up in a nice, beautiful gown, beautiful dress. Guess what? That's how our women are dressing right now. Right now. Because guess what? They heard this scripture, and us men came and taught them. You get what I'm saying? What God said, they said, you know what? I do feel more like a princess when I'm dressed like one. You see what I'm saying? I do feel more royal when I'm dressed like one. Our women are supposed to dress in modest apparel to what? To where their legs and their thighs not showing. You see what I'm saying? Because guess what? What they showed us in modern society, it's okay to dress like that, and it's not. Because what that does is, think about it. We got some weird people out here, man. We got daughters that's getting abducted. You see what I'm saying? Sex traffic. It's a real thing. Because you got men that have that perverted mind that will ride in vans like this. Look at the van. Look at the van. No windows. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like that. That'll watch these young ladies that's dressed immodestly with their thighs out, maybe their cleavage showing a little bit. You see what I'm saying? That's a real thing.
What is a nation?
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, His word,